Hi, I'm Basic from Malekko Heavy Industry, and we're going to talk about one of our latest modules called the voltage block. So the voltage block is a sequencer that you have 8 outputs with 16 steps. So it gets pretty deep because for each step you could fine-tune CV for 8 different outputs. So there's a bunch of different uses for this module. One of the things that I like to do is use it almost like a preset module where I'm taking all outputs and I'm controlling all the CV inputs to, so let's say a drum module like the boom shack that we have here from Audio Damage. So what I'm going to do is take the first output and I'm going to run that to pitch. So let's create a little sequence first. We'll just do a little 4/4. And now the first output I'm going to run to pitch. And then so if I'm holding down step 1, I could fine tune the pitch for each step. So I'll create a little sequence right now. And so now I still have 7 other outputs. So I'm going to do the second CV output and I'm going to control the mix of the oscillator and noise. So let's see. So now the output 2 is acting as the mix between the oscillator and noise of the drum brain. So I could go in and fine tune all these. And the third one we're going to put to the amp decay. Creating a little funky sequence. And what's cool about the voltage block is that every single, let's say this is like 8 different sequencers, each with 16 steps. You could press shift and you could go into each individual channel. Like right now I selected channel 1 and there you could do different quantizations, 16 different quantizations. If I select scale, I was on channel 1, now I'm selecting scale, and now these are acting as 16 different quantizations. Scale settings. You could do different playback modes per channel. So one channel could be going in pendulum, one channel could be going in reverse, one could be randomized, and there's just so many possibilities with this. And they could also be, each channel could be running at different speeds with the clock divide. So that 16 different clock divisions. So each one can kind of be doing its own thing, and you could use this for modulation. You could use this for, you could set up 8 different oscillators and do like a full patch of full melodics. There's also slide per step, and if you want to get pretty crazy, you could just hit the randomize button when you have all channels selected, and you'll get a randomized output every time you press the random. And you could also mute channels. Each channel could have its own length. It's pretty in depth. I like to use it as a kind of preset module. So if I had this set up a little more in depth, I could get like many different sounds just out of one module, like the boom shack. I could get kicks, I could get snares, hi-hats, all just from this one module.